Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about our President Ramaphosa and his alleged legal drama in America. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. Welcome, and thank you to all who engaged on my last video. I love replying to you guys and having these discussions, so please do not be afraid to leave your comments and let us talk. So this is what's happening. I have known our president as this nonchalant, slow to act president, right? Always absent. And there was even discussions, I remember, when he came into office, of a leadership vacuum because he was not doing anything, nowhere to be found. He was an absent president. And then all of a sudden, our president grows a backbone and can stand against Trump. This decisive and quick action against Israel, and they decided to take Israel to court. You know, all of a sudden, these people can make decisions very quick and very strong. And then all of a sudden, our president can even have words to say against Donald Trump. That for me personally took me by surprise. I was like, what's happening here? Can it be that, there's something deeper than what we are seeing? Can it be, with Donald Trump poking at the ANC and poking at South Africa, that perhaps there is something much greater to defend here, something much greater or much deeper for Ramaphosa now to finally wake up from his comfortable slumber and decide to be a leader of South Africa. And I suspected, guys, that it has nothing to do with South Africa, but with self-interest. I suspected that this sudden stance, that his stern stance against Donald Trump, where he's now cheeky. I'm about to play a clip for you guys from a military veteran from the United States. He is reading a report from a website which you will be able to see on the video when you zoom. And let's meet after that.
Abroad are coming under increasing scrutiny in the United States, and that heat is being turned up on South African telecoms company MTN, which was previously chaired by none other than President Cyril Ramaphosa, now chaired by Nkabisi Jonas, South Africa's so-called special envoy to the United States, who is listed as an independent non-executive chairman. On the 17th of March of 2025, the MTN board of directors authorized the most recent version of its annual financial statements. That report disclosed that MTN Group is involved in a total of 5 anti-terrorism cases in U.S. courts. 5 Anti-Terrorism Act cases. President Ramaphosa has faced scrutiny and allegations related to the MTN Group's past business dealings in Iran, which occurred when he was the company's executive chairman and later non-executive chairman from 2001 to 2013. Now, the core issues stem from lawsuits and a recent U.S. Department of Justice investigation into whether MTN used bribery to secure a telecom license in Iran and allegedly funneled money to entities linked to the Iranian government, which in turn financed attacks that killed American soldiers. This is not a small or trivial issue here. It's the sort of issue that we now see Trump will take seriously and go after someone. Is Cyril next on the list? This hasn't gone unnoticed in South Africa. Part of the Government National Unity, the Democratic Alliance, on the 25th of August 2025, made it very clear, stating publicly that MTN is under U.S. investigation for alleged ties to terrorist networks, not a dirty tricks campaign against South Africa. Ramaphosa and Jonas both have personal interest in downplaying the probe, given their roles at MTN. They also said the media like to present themselves as corruption busters, but all too often they become complicit in covering up malfeasance by acting as a mouthpiece for those seeking to shield themselves in corruption scandals. And that would have to be the case here. The MTN scandal ought to be the biggest thing on the plate in South Africa, not News 24 disabusing of our notion that Johannesburg is the world's largest man-made forest. That's their fact-checking.
Those are serious allegations, guys. Serious allegations. And if proven true, they explain a lot. The sudden Fosa grew, the backbone, suddenly being a leader, trying to fan Donald Trump away because he knows there might be something to hide. Why all of a sudden they were so decisive in taking Israel to court? I mean, there are still allegations regarding that, the kickbacks that happened with that court case. There are still allegations, they are still there. Apparently the ANC benefited a lot from there, allegedly. And now we find out that President Ramaphosa himself may have pocketed some money from his dealings before he became president, allegedly. Allegedly. Interesting time that we live in. Guys, if you are enjoying this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and also leave a comment, guys. It helps me grow, it helps me reach more people. And I want to make this clear, I am speculating. What happened to Venezuela was a warning shot by President Donald Trump. And we have learned as the world that whatever Donald Trump promises, Donald Trump delivers. He did the impossible decisively. And he did it. And he has a team, a very good team behind him to do such things. And if I was his enemies, if I was President Ramaphosa and this case was going on and Trump has his target on me, I will be very, very afraid. I will be concerned. I will start begging for mercy. I'm like, Donald Trump, please forgive me. Don't look deeper into this matter. Let us be friends. I will be like, let us be friends. I'm sure other countries are also like, those who know themselves to be Donald Trump's enemies and that he has his target on them. They must be running wild. But guys, this is very disappointing. I don't want to lie. I myself didn't vote for the ANC. I've never voted for the ANC. But, when the ANC put Ramaphosa in power, I was like, he is the opposite of Jacob Zuma. The only bad record that we have is Marikana. We don't really have much bad record. And people do change, and we thought, he's a businessman. He has money of his own. So, maybe he will do much better. And I was so gracious to him because I'm like, I don't want to be a leader in the position that Ramaphosa is in, because now you're going to have to, fix all the mess that Zuma made, and we do not know how long it's going to take for him to fix before he can start moving us forward. And for us to find that this guy has allegedly been corrupt since Fantuka guys. Yeah, I see why people are losing hope. Because even those who you thought, might do a better job, they just, like Ramaphosa, turned out to be way worse than, if this is true, then Ramaphosa is way worse than President Zuma. Because President Zuma, guys, his pockets were empty. He had a reason to steal. Ramaphosa, what is his reason if it's not just pure selfish greed? And it's like a thief cannot help but be a thief at this point. Even when they don't have a reason to steal, if the opportunity shows itself, then they will steal, allegedly. So guys, because what President Ramaphosa did, he did it while he was not president yet. This means that the immunity for presidents in America falls away. So they can make a case against him, take out a warrant of arrest, and they can arrest him while he's still president in South Africa, because that immunity falls away because he wasn't taking those actions as president, right? But the question, I guess, for the United States or for Donald Trump at that time will be, if we take action now, how will this affect the region? That will be their only concern. If they were to take action against Ramaphosa now, will it destabilize South Africa or will it help South Africa? So that will be the question. So they might try to postpone this up until he finishes his tenure, or Donald Trump, seeing that his tenure will be ending before Ramaphosa's tenure ends, it can be that he will say, you know, whoever comes may not do this, so I'm going after Ramaphosa. We know that consequences are coming. Donald Trump did promise South Africa consequences. Did he promise South Africa in particular, or the ANC, or maybe the ANC leadership? We do not know, but we know he did say that there will be consequences. Ne? So we do know that they are coming. We do not know how, and these cases might be those consequences. Guys, truth matters. Whatever you do in the dark will be brought to light. We must know that we deserve transparent leaders. We deserve good leadership. We deserve people who are not greedy, who are not corrupt. We deserve people who will act in the best interest of South Africa. That is what we deserve. So guys, what do you think? Like, what do you think is going to happen with this case? Do you think that America will act before Ramaphosa's tenure ends, or do you think that they will wait up until his tenure ends for the sake of stability here in this region? Or do you think like Donald Trump will be like, let us act now? Share your thoughts with me, and let us have a discussion. Do you think is it going to be a warrant, and then, you know, work to arrest our president while he is still a president? So guys, I want to leave you with this. This is what Apostle Peter says to the Christian. And guys, do you know that Ramaphosa was apparently a pastor before? It's really disappointing. This guy has disappointed us. Even though I did not vote for him, he still disappointed me. This is 1 Peter 3:16. It says, having a good conscience, that when they defame you as evildoers, those who revile your good conduct in Christ may be ashamed. We must live in such a way that those who make accusations against us will be ashamed, because their accusations will be unfounded because of how we live our lives, whether people see us or they don't. In private and in public. Because why? What is done in the dark will eventually be brought to light. If this is true, President Ramaphosa did this. At the time that he thought he did this, he thought that he will not be found out. But here, now things are coming to light. And we do not know where they will end. Because sometimes, guys, when God reserves his judgment, he is reserving it because he knows that you are going to continue piling it on yourself. You will pile it and pile it and pile it. And one day he will act and you will have nowhere to run. Those who are prophetic say 2026 is the year of judgment, and that many people are going to fall under the judgment of God. I will be here and keeping an eye on it. And I will inform you as time goes by. God bless you guys. I love you. Bye.